we're lifted. I'm drifted. They see me in your arms getting lifted. I'm tripping. I just stop, please. Don't need problems today. So love it when you let me breathe. Now.
Shoptalk 7, we up top, but we get down. I am Get This D Smith in the house.
What Media Monics Podcast Radio, Jesus in the building.
Man, we back on another Get This D R&B 2Zday Nit3, bringing y'all nothing but the dopest from the local R&B scene, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap into all the artists, all right, as Nanette would say, stream they shit, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in, okay? Let's go ahead and kick it off with the homegirl Nanette, auntie motherfucker. All right, let's go ahead and get it, baby. All for you, Shoptalk 7. Get This D R&B 2Zday Nights, man. We got Rachel L. Gary in the building.
Thank you, guys.
Let's get it cracking, baby. Let's get this R&B going. Shout out to the girl Nanette. Let's go.
You wasn't driving, so I gave you money for that. Still didn't get your license, now I want my money back. You asked to Vegas twice, wanted to just change your life. Show you new shit, still can't believe I wanted to be your wife. I thought eventually you would do the same for me, but you a user who never really cared for me. You lost your job, so I filled out the maps for you. Even where I work, so you can keep the money on you. Good as actor, cause you really had me fucking fooled. Not only me, but my friends and family too. You made me feel like you was in love with me and I with you. I even lost myself trying to take care of you. Paid everything for you. Day night I pay for you. Anything you need, baby, I got it. Cause it's all for you. Cause I'm in love with you, but no one else above you. Now I'm so dumb for you, cause I was in love with you. I did it all for you. I did it all for you. Threw you a party and invited your whole family. I wanted you to feel special, cause that's what you meant to me. Random walk-ups with hugs and kisses and give you massage. Random romantic weekends planned out at the Champagne Lodge. Got you new clothes and shit just to try to make you fly. Cause if I'm fly, then we gon' be fly right, cause you my guy. I loved you and I thought that I would get that in return. But in return, another bitch in my face that paid everything for you. Day night I pay for you. Anything you need, baby, I got it, cause it's all for you. Cause I'm in love with you, but no one else above you. Now I'm so dumb for you, cause I was in love with you. I did it all for 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 you. Told me I deserve better than you, baby. But now I see the truth, cause I wouldn't do you like that, baby. Remember when I told you can't nobody take your place? Now I can see that I can be easily replaced. Paid everything for you. Day night I pay for you. Anything you need, baby, I got it, cause it's all for you. Cause I'm in love with you, but no one else above you. Now I'm so dumb for you, cause I was in love with you. I did it all for 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 you.
Hey, it's your boy, Cypher, Sick. You are listening to Shoptalk 7, Media Monics. Get this deep, my radio Chicago. Let's get it.
Shoptalk 7, we up top, but we get down. I am Get This D D Smith in the house.
Media Money, Star Guy Radio, Jesus in the building.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Shop Talk 7. Get this D R&B 2Zday Nights. Y'all know what it is, man. Bringing y'all nothing but the hottest R&B in the city. Okay, this ain't all the hottest R&B in the city, so don't get it confused. It's just a good chunk of it though. So make sure y'all tap into all the artists once again, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Whether you guys are tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, StreamYard, the Roku app, the SDR app, which you can download for the iPhone, the Live 365 app, which you can download. Make sure y'all check in on us, all right? Or tap in online at www.supportdistrictradio.com/stations/Chicago. All right, make sure y'all tap in. Support District Radio Network, My Radio Chicago, Shop Talk 7. We up top of We Get Down. Thank you everybody for tuning in, man. We got a special guest in the building, Rachel L. Gary.
Hello.
Entrepreneur, motivational speaker, author, host of the Wake Up CEO show right here on My Radio Chicago every
Wednesday, 3 to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, guys, to jump on in to get locked in to success and growth.
Absolutely.
It look like you might play spades too. You play spades?
Oh, absolutely, play spades.
You're like a spade player.
I tried to get people to come out to Bigsby so I could smack some spades on them, but everybody was scared. I don't know what happened.
you let me know next time it's going down.
I'm going to be out there on a Monday. Got to come out there and support.
Yeah, man. We thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
It feels good to be in a building with the award winners. I'm usually online talking to the award winners. Hey, when greatness is, you guys got to celebrate your greatness.
Absolutely. Thank you once again for being here, man. We're going to talk about the new book, Forged, right? That's not the full name. It's Forged in Fire. Forged in Fire.
Yeah, so that's the book that's currently out, Forged in Fire, From Ashes to Empowerment. Mm-hmm. And it says just what it means. The fire that we go through in life and how we come out on the other side, how do we survive and now thrive?
Okay, yeah. So we're definitely gonna tap into that, man. All right, but as usual, y'all already know we gotta get into our resident SBO segment brought to you by the Shop Boys, man. We on top of We Get Down. Gotta give love to our resident SBOs, small business owners that's rocking and rolling with us, and we want to show them some support back because that's only fair. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the girl Nikki Spiller of Nikki Sleek Designs, man. Y'all know Nikki be doing the promos. Y'all seen the intro. Y'all seen it. I know y'all seen it. Don't act like you didn't see it. And
she cold. Come on,
we're gonna show y'all. I
had to double tap him and show him for a couple of minutes on yesterday on the show. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all better look at this.
You know what I'm saying, man? Spilling the drip all over the place, man. When I talk about all over the place, man, I'm talking about getting it in, man.
It's messy out here.
It's messy out here. You know what I'm saying? And so much so, she done amassed a small crew of representation, you know what I'm saying, known as the Drip Squad. Drip Squad. Shout out to the Drip Squad, man. Shout out to the collab, man. Shout out to life coach Jeff, Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. He's part of the Drip Squad. You know what I'm saying? 219 Vibe Studios.
Dr. J.
Dr. J, keeping it real with Dr. J. You know what I'm saying?
Also at 219 Vibe Studios.
Tap in, drip all over the place, man. What's that tall guy with muscles, tattoos? Really deep voice.
I don't like.
Really deep voice. Reggie moving forward, man. Nightcap Radio. Shout out to the pro, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Thinking Outside of the Box podcast as well. Shout out to the bros, man. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Who else on the Drip Squad, man?
TBC, man.
TBC Entertainment, man. Shout out to the boy Shy Mac, dude. Evenings with Shy Mac.
69 Sundays.
Yep, 69 on Sundays. Who else? He was
Bad the producer.
Horrible guy.
Horrible.
Yeah. Terrible the producer.
Terrible the producer. Horrible.
Yeah, shout out to the boy, man. Bad the producer, man, with Hip Hop Days Boogie Nights. Gonna drop. Man, the promo for that is done.
That album cover she did is crazy.
Stupid. Just Nikki Spiller.
Bad the producer, your album cover has been Shoppified.
Straight up, man. Nikki Spiller spilling the drip all over the place, man. Who else? Mood Changers. Shout out to Mood Changers and Nina Waters Ministries, man. New members of the Drip Squad, dude. Just getting crazy around here. It's getting crazy around here, man. I'm trying to tell y'all might want to tap in right now, okay? If you too want Nikki to spill a drip all over your brand, bloop, all over your brand, bloop, all over your brand. Bloop, 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 bloop. Just smear it all over the place. You know what I'm saying? All over the place, man. Somebody left the toilet, not the toilet, but left the tub running upstairs and forgot about it. And now it's in your apartment.
It's dripping from the ceiling.
Dripping from the ceiling. all over your electronics, all over your couch. It's just what it is.
The drip's so clean, your electronics still work.
You ask for more, actually. You actually go up there and tell her to turn it up.
This drip might help your electronics.
It might. It might help your wardrobe too. It's definitely gonna help your brand though. So make sure y'all tap in.
This drip will rewind a VCR tape
for you.
Yeah. And it won't be messed up. It won't have that squiggly lines no more.
It'll rewind it back to the part you left it on before somebody pressed play and played it.
This drip will cause that. Remember that old porn they used to have the squiggly lines? How you can see?
It'll straighten up the line.
It'll straighten up the line. This drip gives you free porn.
Y'all tap in, man. Nikki Spiller at www.nikkisleekdesigns.com if you want to check out the website. Okay. And if you want to email her at nikkisleekdesigns@gmail.com. All right. And that does it for our resident SBO segment brought to you by Shoptalk 7. We're on top of it. Get down. You know how it is, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Make sure y'all tap in and support our resident SEO. And if you too would like to learn how you can advertise through Shop Talk 7 and My Radio Chicago Abroad, hit the inbox, man. Hit the inbox up. We got packages on deck for you, man. So make sure y'all tap on it, okay? And that does it for our resident SBO segment. Boys. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again, man, to another episode of Shop Talk 7. Get this R&B 2Zday Nights. We got Media Monix in the building.
I'm
you know what I'm saying? You good?
I'm just beautiful. I'm just Courtney. I messed it up.
Run that back.
What's the joy from the help?
I've never even seen help.
What is it?
I'm as smart. I'm beautiful. I'm as important.
Oh, yeah, gotta do the part.
No, not important. Impotent. Impotent, really, if you say it fast enough.
Hey, that's my business.
But she pronounces it like impotent.
That's my business, first of all. They got pills for that.
Shout out to the old girl, Shoptay in the building, man. I got to meet Shoptay. In person at Ethan's celebration, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to Shoptay.
I've seen Shoptay a few times, and every time she sees me, she walks up. Do you know who I am? Shoptay, I know who you are. Shoptay, let's have lunch. Let's have some lunch, and that way I can look across from the table, and you don't have to ask me, do I know who you are? Because we've broke bread together. Let's have some lunch. If your boyfriend listens, tell him I was joking.
Shout out to Shoptay.
But if you're not listening, let's have lunch.
Shout out to Shoptay, man. Thank you for tuning in, sweetheart. We know you got to get up out of here at about 8:30.
Yeah,
8:30.
She got to work. Yeah.
So yeah,
we're not important enough.
Yeah. I don't think you need your job that bad.
I don't
think so. You know, but who am I?
Listen, baby, I got a whole nonprofit just to feed my desire to blow money. I can get your bills paid. We don't have the people help.
At least the phone bill.
You do.
We need to knock that phone bill out.
You can make so much money with your phone.
I'm just saying. It's a hell of an expense to knock out.
Get you a good plan too.
Looking out for you, Shoptay. Get it while the iron's hot. we got Rachel L. Gary in the building, though. Author, entrepreneur, host of Wake Up CEO show, man. CEO radio show right here on My Radio Chicago once again.
3 to 5 Wednesdays.
3 to 5 every Wednesday right here on My Radio Chicago, where it is more than radio. How did you get into the radio scene?
Having a great conversation with our owner.
Hey, okay.
I happened to be, I was at an event with him and Brian, and him and I sat down and had a conversation on one of those. I tell you guys, you want to make sure that you drop into those business events that Brian Fleming has, because it's a great opportunity to talk about your brand, your business. So I was at one of those events and met them both there. And from there, me and Shabliz just clicked, and here we are today.
Hey, shout out to the love, man. Shout out to the vibes. And now you have Wake Up CEO radio show. So why is it called? Why is it called Wake Up CEO?
The main reason why it's called Wake Up CEO, because the CEO is you. Every single person that I'm talking to is a CEO. You are the person who runs the business of your life. And the CEO just stands for being clear in your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction. And when you understand all those components, that is why it's called Wake Up CEO. So if you're blaming anything outside of you, it's now time to wake up, because there's nothing outside of you that controls you.
You better come up. Come in here like you want to talk. Like, what? Man, we got Rachel L. Gary in the building. Did I tell y'all that? I did tell y'all that, right?
Just in case they forgot.
I just want to make sure y'all knew. If they don't know, they definitely gonna know today.
They're
gonna fucking know today.
Studying with the 5 percenters, right? I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but it's a group that came out of the Nation of Islam. But they teach the black man is God, right?
Mhm.
That's obviously what's the word I'm looking for? Not a metaphor, but allegory. It's allegorical.
Okay.
But one of the main purposes, because what you just said, I'm God in my cipher. I control what goes on in my environment.
Exactly.
I can't always help what comes there, but I can help what stays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And definitely help how you think about those things, how you internalize those things. So that's what, when I'm talking to the CEO, I'm talking about that internal you, those thoughts that you're thinking, that that understanding things from your past, how those things from your past affect your current, and how to let those things from the past actually go.
We just talked about that in D. Smith. I think we tried to dive into attachment theory.
Okay.
And attachment theory kind of deals with how your childhood plays out throughout the rest of your life.
It does. And it really goes this way. And that's what I have in Forge and Fire, where we're really just talking about how how you internalize your inner child. You replay those things, those thoughts in your mind, and become, and in all honesty, you don't even remember 90% of those thoughts.
You do without even knowing.
You're right. So you only the 10% that you're really remembering is the part that really either traumatized you or made your day. Those are the things that you really remember. And then you piece together everything else around it. So you can make a traumatic situation become brand new to you.
You relive it.
Because you're reliving it, as opposed to that it happened and now you're on the other side of it. If you're on the other side of it, you survived it. You're no longer living it. So we have to understand that's the portion of how do you grow from the past. The past has fueled you to the present person that you are, and can propel you to the future you.
Okay. All right, boy. Listen.
You gotta take those things from, because those were gifts, regardless of they were either blessings or lessons. That's what they were. It taught you things. I mean, I tell people, even I don't like this, might trigger someone. I always put that out there when we talk about molestation. People have the habit of really, they internalize that. Well, my father, my uncle, my cousin, my brother, whomever they did this to me. Okay, they've done it.
Yep, they keep reliving.
Right. So if you say did, you're constantly reliving that it happened over and over again. Now, can you forgive? I'm gonna be one of these people to tell you honestly, I forgive everyone for all the transgressions that they've done. I don't forget any of them, and does not mean they have to be in my circle. So, but I don't hold on to any of that. So you can't hold on to that.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, we finna get into it. All right, we finna get into it. We're gonna take a quick music break, man, and we're gonna get on back here and get to cracking with Miss Rachel L. Gary in the building, man. Wake Up CEO Radio Show in the house.
We're gonna talk about some trauma. I was really used to say we're gonna get on back here to get this deep. I'm dealing with self-induced trauma here.
All right, man. Let's get into it. Shout out to the
Whenever he was ready.
Shout out to the boy, shout out to Bad the producer, man. Featuring Ty Renee, featuring the homeboy Smooch Wallace, man. Who the hell is Smooch Wallace in the building, man? Make sure I get it. Last Dance, Shoptalk 7. Get this R&B 2Zday Nights. Let's go.
All right, fellas, we about to take this time and slow it down. Grab that girl you've been eyeballing all night. I seen you looking playing. It's time for you to hold out your hand. It's that last thing. I don't want to miss this chance, bro. You think she gonna say no? Over there.
Hey. I don't really dance like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You don't take enough for that.
This is last call. Don't want to miss my chance. So slid you ahead and ask for your hand. See you from afar. Couldn't help myself. Every thought of you. Dancing with someone else. So baby, let's get lost to the lyrics of this song. We'll dance the night away like we're all alone. No smoke, but we're so high. I'm digging your whole vibe. I want the soul to end. I need you in my life. You just make up. Won't you let me dreams out? And I have this thing. This could be the time of your life. I can feel the one. Why don't you just make up? Why don't you? you and me. We could be.
I can see you watching me. I've been watching you too. Your body's so captivating. Got me thinking for the things that we could do. You come close to me and ask me for this.
Oh, baby, can I have this dance with you? Come here, girl. You can rock my world, yeah. Baby, wanna say hey, please. Can I have just one dance from me to you? Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Baby.
Shout out to Bad the producer, man. Ty Renee, Smooth Wallace. Let's keep it going, man. Shout out to the girl, Tatum LaRue, man. Tatum LaRue, she'll be sliding through here this Thursday on Get This the R&B 2Zday Nights, man. This is the joint featuring King Louis on the flow. Shoptalk 7. Get This the R&B 2Zday Nights. Let's go. Shout out to
I wanna throw the sass on the floor. Come here, baby, let me ride it slow. Sucking on the tip, lick the hoe. Make the middle cream, get it bro. I gotta pay attention in the song. I guess a little way a nigga moan. Put it in his face, see the hoe. Got him licking, bustin', there you go. Every day he spend about a 50. Taking flights, seeing other cities. I'm just living life, sitting pretty. My other nigga wish that he was with me. Broke niggas don't get offended. If he give me money, I'ma spend it. Pussy good, he don't wanna end it. Now that nigga wrapped up in his feelings. I wanna throw the sass on the floor. Come here, baby, let me ride it slow. Sucking on the tip, lick the hoe. Make the middle cream, get it bro. I know you see the sass when it switch. Nigga need the last on the dick. I know you see the sass when it switch. Know you see the sass when it switch. I wanna throw the sass on the floor. Yeah. Come here, baby, let me ride it slow. Suck it on the tip, lick the hoe. Make the middle cream, get it bro. Getting wild splits on the dick. Silly rabbit couldn't take the trick. Tryna wife, he know I ain't shit. Tryna wife, he know I ain't shit. Calling back, guess we made a show. I can show you, mama made a hoe. Tie me up, got me blindfolded. Next chick, I ain't gon' hold. Big Sim, take him out his pants. At the club, I just wanna dance. Sneaky link, we could be friends. Follow me, I'm the one that made it. Yeah, tell me you love me. What up? We fucking is nothing, all the time. He grabbing my weed, he pulling and tugging. Ain't happy at home, so tell me you love me.
Freak bitch say she want a juice. Bust a couple nuts and chuck the deuce. Cowgirl wrote it in her boots. Got a member with me on the loose. Got the silly cheater breaking rules. Pussy wet, take me on a cruise. Ass clapping, get it for me, boo. He blue, if a nigga knew. Head game mean and she cream. Squirting on it, wetting up my thing. Coming back, she a Louis fiend. Hit the line if she want a ring. On the porch, fucking on the ring. Chains on, fucking in the bling. When she woke, wetter than a dream. Off the shits, liquor like a fifth. And she bought her buddy, it's a gift. Kissing on each other, got me stiff. Getting smoke, flaming up the piff. Back shots make a sheet grip. Back shots make her bite her lip. Once I bust this nut, got a dip. Ain't no laying up, get a lift.
I wanna throw the sass on the floor. Come here, baby, let me ride it slow. Sucking on the tip, lick the hoe. Make the middle cream, get it bro. I know you see the sass when it switch. I know you see the sass when it switch. I wanna throw the sass on the floor. under the night skies, shining from the moonlight. Yeah, that someday I'll be a star. Think I could get pretty far. Starring on a TV show. Bet you I had to for sure. Bet you I open up doors and go through many more. I could be a singer, could even write my own song. Maybe me and Drake could get along. Show my pen game strong. Skills on my hands. It's about time I use them. I'm starting to apply pressure. Stepping on next, I won't let up. I got skills on my hands. It's about time I use them. It's my dream to be big. I roll into it. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you wanna be. Tell me what you think. It's not too extreme. Go and make them know your name. Go and push through all the pain. I wouldn't have it any other way. I need more confidence. I need to widen my audience. Need to stop selling myself short. I'm a number one fan, big support. You don't need no confirmation. If you see it, and it's best for you to go and take it. Keep believing that it's meant for you and only you. Don't let the thoughts of failing keep you back from doing you. Cause you got skills on your hands. It's about time you use them. You better start apply pressure. I'm rooting for you, please don't let up. You got skills on your hands. It's about time you use them. If your dreams are big, you grow into it. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you wanna be. Tell me what you think. It's not too extreme. Go and mark your name. Go and make them know your name. Go and push through all the pain. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I wouldn't have it any other way than to switch lanes in the Maybachs, get the money in the bank. Then it's back to the crib with the long yard and I got enough 50 acres is a lot to maintain. Got a girl dripping Gucci, put a break in on the bitch 25 G's. Price ooh, yeah, I get every day and a whole lot of cheese. I just seen a side kids, they go to Georgia to be like it. Yeah, I gave her my phone, she told me that I'm the creator. But you gotta work harder. Yeah, you gotta work harder. Yeah. She said your goal is to reach the stretch out just a little bit farther.
Skills on my hands. Skills on my hands. It's about time I use them. It's my dream to be big. I roll into it. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you wanna be. Tell me what you think. It's not too extreme. Go and mark your name. Go and know your name. Go and push through all the pain. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, it's your boy, Cypher, Thick, and you are listening to Shoptalk 7, Media Monics, Get This D, My Radio Chicago. Let's get it.
What's good, y'all? It's the boy Trosh, man. Right now, you checking in with the bros. Get This D and Media Monics right here on Shoptalk 7 on My Radio Chicago, where it's more than radio. It's Trosh.
Like I saw you. It's like I saw you once, but got to know you twice. I don't want your body, I just want your mind. Tonight, I want you to be mine. Let me take control, do it all the time. Don't wanna rock the boat, want you to be fine. Tonight, baby, you're mine. I wanna know the truth. Want you to show me who I've been flowing to. Someone to go home to. Want you to know I'm who I just showed you. I want this. I need all of your time. You stay on every part of my mind. 24/7. 24. I wanna know the truth. Want you to show me who I've been flowing to. Someone to go to. Want you to know I'm who I just showed you. I want this. I need all of your time. You stay on every part of my mind. 24/7. 24. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on, on and on and on. You're on and on, how many minutes in a day, baby? 24. Dear baby, dear baby, how many minutes in a day, baby? Dear baby, how many hours in a day, baby? Dear baby, oh.
Gotta take this back to Shot Town. West Side, you dig? I mean, baby, I see you. I swear I see you. But just can't be the one and only. I can't do it right now. I got too much going on in my life, too much going on in my stride. I mean, I can't tell you about it, but Belo's direct. But what that with, they can give it to you. It is.
Sit back on the slide. I'm gonna smoke and ride. I'm from Chicago, in LA tonight. Might get up with Bishop, might get up with Trax, might get up with Snoop, smoking on the tracks. Cali got my back. Matter of fact, who playing tonight? LeBron James. Matter of fact, we hanging tonight. We gang, Hollywood. We gon' get the party jumping, get up on the floor. Girl, you looking hella good. Get up on the power. Let's dance all night. To the broad daylight. Let's dance all night.
But you can't be, did you first be, so you can't be, so when you walk by, and you can't lie, you come out, you can't be, did you say be, you can't be mine.
Red, cruising through traffic, relaxing and backing. Westside, let's get it cracking, let's see what can happen. Just play a tactics, ain't no slacking, listen to the action. I caught her lacking, looking at me, she gon' see attraction. Yeah, I'm in your city, I just touched down. You can simply show me around or you can bust down. Her catch me later, never been a hater. Never chaser, I keep it cool like a refrigerator. But I got so many options, and I got no time for nonsense. Before you started, stop it, come correct and flip the topic. I'm down to have some fun, getting drunk, party hopping. Better call your partner when I pull up, we can get it poppin'.
You just see me, just know that you pull it with me. You can't be. But you can't be, did you first be, so you can't be, so when you walk by, and you can't lie, you come out, but baby you can't be, did you first be, you can't be mine.
Yeah,
It ain't another nigga like me. Walking a mile in these Nikes, it's highly unlikely. It strikes me as hard how I'm nice with these bars, and these niggas still wanna lip box with the dog. Henry Carr, big broad, 10 dog. I mesmerize it with slick talk. I pimp hard. These niggas turning up, but I turn them out. I'm like a ghost, something these niggas just heard about. Through word of mouth. I make no posts on the internet, no threats to a text player. I ain't really into that. You niggas act like it's all rhymes, like I ain't been a boss for a long time. Like the way I spit this player shit is something for you to be playing with. I'm just saying, bitch, comply and pay a bit. Nod your head and don't be saying shit. It's fun and gamesmanship till I pull up with that bitch that you land with.
What's good, y'all? It's the boy Troach, man. Right now, you checking in with the bros. Get this D in Mediamonics right here on Shop Talk 7 on my radio Chicago, where it's more than radio. Troach.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Get This D Smith in the house.
It's your boy, Mediamonics Podcast, Radio Jesus in the building.
And we are back, man. Get This D R&B 2Zday Nights. Bringing you nothing but the dopest R&B hits, man. Shout out to the damn soundtrack, man. We don't do that around here. We don't do that around here. We don't do that around here no more, man. Y'all know how they go around here, man. And shout out to the soundtrack and every artist on it, man. Going crazy, man. We kicked it off with the homegirl Tatum LaRue, man. Tatum LaRue with On the Flow featuring King Louis, man. Yeah, shout out to the color red. Yeah, red all day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Rose Red, man. Well, I was in the day, man. I like that joint right there, boy. Shit right there. The shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Then we hit y'all with Janet G. Where that joint from Janet G at, man? Dreams, man. Shout out to Janet G and Dreams, man. Janet G, we're gonna get her on the show soon too. Saw her perform at Weedy Raw. Lovely performance. Gotta say. Got to say. Shout out to the homegirl Janet G, man. Then we came through with what did we play? The last one right there, man, was shout out to Bad the producer all over the soundtrack, man. B-Lo and Direct, man. Shout out to the legends in the building, man. We'll pull up. Crazy, man. Shout out to the soundtrack and every artist.
Add that to the battle of the pull-ups.
Oh, yeah. It is. It's there. Okay. It is definitely there. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Shout out to the track. Shout out to the soundtrack and every artist on it. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Facebook, YouTube, StreamYard, the Roku app, the Live 365 app. Download the SDR app for the iPhone and the Android. Tap in at Live 365 app as well. Tap in at www.supportdistrictradio.com/stations/Chicago and tap in online, okay? We got Rachel L. Gary in the house, man. Let's talk about this Forged in Fire book here. How long did it take you to actually write this? Is this one of those situations where it took you a couple of years because you were, piecing together your narrative for the story, or life was just happening, or was it a situation where you just sat down and just spit it on out?
I just sat down for 10 weeks and wrote a book. Okay. I am very disciplined, and that's what I tell them. That's what I remind people of, that when you're looking for clarity, you're looking for something to happen, you have to be disciplined and focused on it. So every day I spend one day writing a chapter until the end.
How many rewrites?
1 week. Well, sorry, what's going to be 1 week, and then it's 10 chapters of the book. And as I said, I'm one of these people who write short books. I speak shortly. I'm a direct person, so the book is going to take you through the vision, through the story, through what happened, and how to come out on the other end quickly. Because at the end of the day, we're adult learners. Come on now. As an adult learner, we have our attention spans on how we gonna make money, how we gonna pay a bill, how we gonna get all this stuff for our kids, how we gonna have a better life. We don't have the amount of time to sit down and enjoy a novel. So I want to enjoy a short book that's gonna help you find growth. That's what it's about.
Okay, is this a narrative, or is this one of those jewel droppers where it's a lot of motivation, it's a lot of straight to the point lessons, or is this like a narrative, like you're telling a story of your life or a story of an event of your life?
I will say it's a little bit of both, because there's a lot of gem drops in there because it goes through the story of how I went through. I'll just use an instance, for instance, how I went through a situation and what my mind frame was at the time, and how to switch those narratives so you can be able to have an ability to have a productive outcome from a situation, as opposed to being locked in that situation where you're locked in your mind.
How long did it take you to get to that point in your journey where you had to?
Ooh, that's a very good question.
How to think like that? How to sort like that?
I would say that that during this time, I was an eldest. I'm an eldest kid, so during this time, I was doing a lot of having to put up that wall of being strong, having to have that strength that you really don't have, and being afraid, but not being able to show that you're afraid. And so it took me till in my mid-20s before I actually came out of me being traumatically affected by those things, because I wasn't vulnerable. My feelings were not accessible, because in my 20s, I just wasn't a person who could accept life as it needed to be accepted. So I'll say 2004 is when I made the moment of that I am the CEO of my life and how I'm going to run my life. How am I going to take ownership for everything that's happened in the past? Take the breath, because sometimes it's a breath. Sometimes that is a whole moment.
What's that breath for?
To internalize that it's happened, because a lot of those things I had put that they never even happened. I mean, like I said, you have to really get into the book and you'll see that there was moments where I was like, these things didn't even happen. And it was all a self-delusion to be able to get through it. And a lot of people, we do that because we're just trying to get through. As opposed to, once I accepted that it happened, cried it out. And people that know me, I'm not a crier. You cry it out. You cry the moment out, and it was over. For me, the moment was an acceptance that it happened, acceptance that it affected me. Now an acceptance of, am I ready to strive past it? And giving acknowledgement was the biggest thing. Acknowledging that I was in pain and never saying I was in pain. Were
you holding grudges against people that hurt you?
I never held a grudge, ever. Okay. To this day, like family members, a lot of family members that watch the show, they know a lot about what happened when I was a kid. And a lot of people are like, do you hate your mother for things that have happened? Never do I hate my mother, ever. Because I see that all of that is who made me who I am. The strength that I have is because of those moments. Being able to deal with a situation is because of those moments. And being able to have those ability to see a situation and be able to assess quickly, those things are what made me go from a $7 an hour job to multiple six figures in my career.
Hey, you better say that shit.
Those strengths come from those moments. So I said, you can take from a situation the bad or the good. So I took all of the good from it, and I left all of the bad with the pain, with the persons who caused those pain, and that's who got all the bad. The good, I took all the good from it.
That's a great outlook, man. Great fucking perspective on how to take a negative, which we all deal with in life, and some of us, in certain cases more than others. But we've all been to a situation where we felt like the world was collapsing down on us, or where we felt like alone in the world.
Absolutely.
Or we felt like, the only one going through this or that. And a lot of times that repetition of thinking keeps you in kind of a padded room.
Absolutely.
So you end up creating a space where it's an echo chamber. So that negative thought of, I'm alone, I'm by myself, when you have actually the outlets around you, that will keep you from reaching out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely was one of those people for a long time where the only people who knew would be my sister and brother. There's no one who knew because they were in the situation. But outside of there, it was no situation. And a lot of that, it goes into what happened once I had kids. The things that were happening with their other parent at the time. All of that fed into me not being, as I said, vulnerable emotionally enough to really maintain a healthy relationship. I just wasn't that person. And I'll be honest, until I met my wife, I still wasn't that person. But when I met her, I was at a point in time in my life where I could accept that the past life I was leading was because I had not dealt with things properly.
So you mentioned delusions earlier. And shout out to the collab, by the way, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into the collab. May 6th. No, May 2nd.
This Friday.
Yeah, this Friday. Make sure y'all tap into the bros, man, because it's going down this Friday, dog. It's going down this Friday. And the topic is actually the power, the danger.
The danger of delusion.
The danger of illusions. Delusion. So this is kind of right on par. But you talked about delusion earlier about how, when people when you got so many different responsibilities and so many hats to juggle, you don't really have the time to sort out what's going on in your life all the time.
Absolutely.
So sometimes you do find yourself moving from one thing to the next, just trying to keep life going.
Absolutely.
And acting like it's not there.
Something I found out about me is this is just for me, I don't take the time to sort that out. You got to, because sometimes you really got to just take it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't make yourself straight, the people around you won't be at their best. And this is a lesson I keep having to tell myself. I haven't executed it well yet. Because I'm real good at pushing through trauma. Real good at pushing through. I can push through it and it looked like I got it. Because I'm a doer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, I'm blessed to be able to do that. But on the other side of it, it's like, I didn't think it through at all. So I didn't really deal with nothing.
Yeah, but I would say this to what you're saying. A lot. That's what I did, and what I realized is that it also was messed up everything else.
I was about to, okay, so
it started with the self-care, and I'm gonna tell people self-care is not just getting your hair and nails done and getting your going to get your lining, going to get cleaned up. Self-care is really having those boundaries with yourself, taking that time with yourself, understanding yourself, and dealing with the moment. The second you start taking the time, you're gonna notice a shift in your life, because when you took the time to deal with a situation, when you take that opportunity to say, okay, what was the positive, what was the negative, what do I need to change, what was going on in that moment, taking yourself to that moment, understanding that moment, so that moment doesn't repeat itself. Because what we have to notice, and I know I'm not the only one, guys, who out there who notice that you repeat some of the same cycles that you didn't deal with. You repeat the relationships. How many times people will say, hey, I got a type. And we argue because that's my type. It's because a lot of times it's not your type. It's the fact that you have not realized the person that you are and why you're attracting that type. You're a type. You're a type.
I think you're the type. Yeah.
You're a type, not the type. You're a type.
Yeah.
Well, you're the type.
In that environment, you're the type.
Yeah, you're the type. Yeah.
You're not. I don't like. All right. I think humans are humans, right?
Right.
A woman is a woman is a woman. They all probably respond the same way. Because 1 + 1 = 2 all day long. So a woman who's into me, when I do this, she's going to do that. The average woman. So I'm creating this space where I'm getting these similar responses. Because, when you're with somebody, I don't know how nature really works, but I just know some people are cut this way and some people are cut that way. So for the people who are cut this way, when I do 1, 2, 3, they respond a certain way every time. You know what I mean? A woman who's going to let me in her space like that, she's going to respond a certain way to how I come in her space. Okay. So that's why I feel like I'm being a certain way, which is why I keep getting this result. Something I'm always doing, and it's not maliciously. I'm a lover boy. I'm a lover boy, and I can hold a decent conversation. And a lot of women are like fake sapiosexuals, right? So, but so they'll get wrapped up. So me being easy to talk to, them getting wrapped up in me being being able to hold a conversation, creating a safe space, all that, right? So that all creates the same thing. They start falling quick. They want to give me whatever they have to give, not like stuff, but like just their energy.
Their love,
but on top of that, another thing that's always there is the fact that I've never dealt with my shit. And it's always the same story at the end of it. I just ended up not being ready for what I thought I was ready for. And then it just recently, not too long ago, happened to me, where she wasn't ready for what she thought she was ready for. And I saw how that shit felt. And now I'm like, God damn, is this what I've been doing to people?
So maybe it's what she was saying earlier about how sometimes, you know, we make things just not happen in order to continue to deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's like super dramatic things that we really do need some help with, but don't know where to go
and
or who to talk to.
And that pushing through really sometimes be running from it.
Pushing through,
I was gonna say this because sometimes you're running from the feeling.
You running from it. Like you run far, they can't catch you. Now you can do something else.
And it'll seem like you have it under control for a minute. And this goes to the question I was about to ask earlier. Are we really re-injuring? Are we doubling up the injury?
Yeah.
When we do that? We may think we're controlling it, like, you know, I ain't got to deal with it right now. I can put it off and deal with it.
And that's the furthest from control.
I was just about to say you could
literally just, and I'm sure that's the point you're making.
But that's also delusional on our part too.
Correct.
I've been in a situation too where I refuse to let go of the grudge. In my case, it was a grudge. I refused to let go of it, and I refused to let go of the hate. You know what I'm saying? But I had to come to a grip where it's like, you know what, dude, you just gonna have to accept some shit. It's just some shit you just gonna have to accept. That's just what it is.
You know what I'm finding with me is a lot of it has to do with just my personal affairs. Right? Not even with a woman or whatever. They're victims to me not having my personal affairs in order. I'm victim to it, and now I'm making them victim to it. Because they're on the surface, I'm whatever, but I don't have my shit in order. How can I give of you when I'm not in order? Right. How can I give myself to you if you're not
in
all
a
sustainable way?
Got it.
When I'm not in order, I'm talking about. I've been beating myself up lately, and I feel like I don't know. I don't even believe in religion literally, but I feel like something talked to me. Some people might call it God. In the laundromat the other day, it said, "You've been handling all this other stuff with so much care, but you don't fuck with your health like that. You don't fuck with your financial stability like that." It didn't cuss, but I'm at the laundromat. I'm wondering why my brain empty. I ain't thinking about shit at this point. And then all of a sudden that switched in there. And boy, did that cut me. I went to the car and fucking cried because it's telling me some stuff that I didn't want to hear. And I've heard it before, but for some reason that shit hit different.
Because maybe now you're ready to deal with it. Maybe the relationship, because we don't like to see it. Things come into our lives for reasons and seasons. The situation with the relationship that you just said, that happened, that opened your mind to some things about yourself that you had been putting on other people. And do it for that to have happened, and then from there you hear a voice, and I tell them I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. There's a difference between religion and spirituality to me. I believe that we're all connected to our higher selves and our higher sources of energy, because that's what energy is anyway. We're all energy. So I think that energy source was coming to you from within you, and just was just telling you some things that you needed to deal with for you.
That was self.
That was self
telling you, nigga, you know.
It was definitely my voice.
It's gonna always be your voice.
But you know, in all honesty, when you close your eyes, you don't hear your voice. If you're in tune with you, unless you're in tune with you don't hear your voice when you think. Close your eyes. Guys, if y'all on the radio listening, close your eyes and listen. You're not gonna hear your voice.
It really feel like a whisper most of the time.
For me,
it really feel like a whisper.
For me,
one time I heard George Wallace. I ain't gonna lie. I really did. I heard George Wallace.
Hey,
I don't know if it might be. I don't know if it's different for everybody. It may be different. Maybe the same for everybody. Sometimes I hear my voice. Sometimes I just hear words. I can't like.
I called it a whisper, but it's just words, and you can't.
I can't distinct the voice.
Right, but it's not yours. But
I can't say it's not mine. It's more of an echo.
I didn't quite see it on the screen in my head, but it was like it was there. If you could feel words. That's damn near what it seemed like.
I mean, that's what a download to me feels like.
Because I've even had a time where the only thing I really heard was almost like a ringing in my ears while the words were happening. Like Morse code or some shit. It get deep in there.
Yeah, it depends on everybody. Got their own way of rationalizing.
It's probably
those signals.
It's probably just how we recognize it, and that you know what it was. That's probably what it is. Your brain translating signals.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
We're interpreting all kinds of things around us. And this is how we see the world through all these different types of interpretation. Touch, smell, sight.
Relating to your relating to
being around each other, talking and having conversations.
Body language.
This person didn't feel right. That person felt good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This feels like a good situation. This is from God. This is a blessing.
Yeah,
this is
and then Morse code is like, those ain't words, but you know what the fuck it said.
Yeah, you feel it's a signal. It's still a signal.
Yeah.
And whether it comes from outside or within, if it resonates, you got to pay attention to it.
Exactly.
So if it's coming from within and it's telling you this is something you know you need to do, yeah, listen to it.
Yeah.
But sometimes that same message will come through somebody else in the ethos, in your ethos, and you may not want to hear from yourself, but that same message will come through.
Well, yeah, this was just really confirmation for me. People been telling me this.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You know how they say God told me to tell you this, but it ain't real unless you got confirmation. Unless that thing they're telling you was just confirmation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
My shit kind of happened backwards, I guess, but it was.
But at the end of the day, is what you gonna do with it.
What you gonna do?
I'm trying to figure out where I'm caught at right now. Is like, because it sounded and it felt extreme.
As in something you need to act on now.
Move.
Yeah.
Like it sounded like scorched earth in a sense. Like I gotta go scorched earth. I don't. First of all, I don't want to believe that that's what it is. But I don't want to just act on it either. Not something that deep. So I'm trying to like really take pause and see if I can see if it's something else, a different way I'm supposed to approach it. But at the same time, I don't want to talk myself out of it either.
Yeah, but I'll say this. I tell her, if you guys have ever listened to Wake Up CEO, I tell people I burned the bridge several times. And I tell people when I burned the bridge, I mean, I burned the bridge as in I can never cross that bridge again. And 3 times in my life, I burned those bridges and came out on the other side to be a better person, to be a new version of me. And when I burned the bridge, I mean, I burned everybody who was back there.
You don't need to be over there. So, ain't no point of even having a way to get there.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I mean, and I just use that analogy because of burning the ships from Cortez when he was going over to defeat the Aztecs and all that stuff.
Type shit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a historian type guy.
I'm all over that history.
Yeah, so I'm just that way. So when I got that analogy, but it's true. If you have a way back, you tend to find your way to go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
When I burned the ship, I made sure that no one on the other side even wanted to even talk to me again. It was that I wanted that because I wanted them to never want to find me on the other side of that ship.
Yeah, man.
Shut the door on shit.
And it's crazy because you really in that you be having to leave some people you love on the other side.
Yeah. But sometimes to be a better you have to leave behind some things that you might see as love. Mm-hmm. But when you really, really recognize it, it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
So I mean, like right now, I'm a transparent person, and everyone who watches Wake Up CEO, y'all know I'm transparent. My sister and I are not speaking right now. I love my sister dearly. Will love her for the rest of my life, and there's never a point in time where I ever will not love her. Mm-hmm. But I can't mess with her. I can't rock with her. And that's a door shut for me. She can never walk through the door again. There's never, and it doesn't matter what happens. Mm-hmm. That door is shut. Because for me, I see it. I see this. When you would do anything for someone, mm-hmm. and they say to you that you haven't done enough.
Dude.
Ooh.
You ain't count the shit I've done already?
I mean, the countless things, but I wasn't doing any of that for accolades.
Of course, but when they bring it to your face that way, it's like, wait a minute, hold on.
You sound like you've been in my marriage.
You ain't see the receipts?
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, I didn't even want no receipts. I wished you well.
Call it a day.
I wish you well, because I wish nothing but the greatness for her. Mm-hmm. I hope that out of everything that happens in life, that she finds greatness in her life. But we'll never have to speak again.
Once you've done all you can do for people,
you have to,
especially out of the kindness of your heart, and then they got the balls or the gall to you ain't like, what?
And I say, but then on the same token, you know how people see situations differently. I'm seeing it from my side, she's seeing it from her side. Mm-hmm. But on this side, because one more time, I know I said the CEO is me. Mm-hmm. So the CEO of my life is I don't do negativity.
Right.
I think I put it out on a post recently that the person that's negative is the easiest way for me to leave you to the side.
Yep.
I say completely positive. So in that situation, I mean, with all the love and respect in my heart, I'm on the other side of that situation at this point.
Right.
And then do I hate? No, there's no hatred.
No, but that keeps you from not hating.
Right, because it could get to that point.
Right.
We could continue down this path. I could continue force you in my life, force me in your life, and then we go negative. Why?
Right.
Why?
Right. Save your energy. I'll save mine.
Exactly.
Have a great life.
Exactly. And like I said, everybody from those bridges that I burned, I wish them all the greatness. I have no ill will towards anyone. But I know on this side, I have to make sure that I protect my peace. That's part of self-care.
Yep.
I protect my peace. I tell people, I protect my peace I'll protect my peace with a shotgun. Don't ever play with the peace. My peace is gonna be protected. I'm gonna be at my door like you trying to steal my kids up out of here. We're not doing that.
I'm going home
about
tonight.
my peace. I'm going all in on that. About my peace.
Never play with the peace.
Period. I mean, hey,
that's real talk, man. Because shit, dude,
that's the easiest way for me to eliminate you out of my life, trying to mess up my peace.
Yeah. That's definitely fucking with your mental stability too.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
no, can't have that. Can't have that,
I would
man.
take one piece with a shotgun.
You know? All right, man. Listen, we're gonna take a quick break, man. Get off into this music. Shout out to the homeboy Trush. Trush is in the building, man. What's going on, brother? All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to this multi-mia, man. Shout out to multi-mia, man. I need you. Get this R&B 2Zday Nights, man. We got the homegirl Rachel L. Gary in the building, man. Let's get it, man. Multi-mia. I need you. Shoptalk 7. Get this R&B 2Zday Nights. Let's go.
Hello, welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
All right, you know the vibe. Pulling through, coming through, man. You know, say our homie done.
Hello, welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
All right, you know the vibe. Pulling through, coming through, man. You know, say our homie done this little pop-up shit. Got a little like love affair event going on.
Hi, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome.
See what's going on in here. Let's check it out one time. Yep. We got a knock on the door.
Hi, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hello.
I slept on the I need you. I need It's 2 a.m. I see you call. I thought you didn't care at all, but you ready to risk it all. You asking me, give you a chance, boy, I ain't really looking for a man. You gotta agree this ain't a bad romance. Can you understand? No, I need you. Push me on the couch, kiss me down my body, let me know you heading south. I need you. I need you. I need you. Pull me by my hair, smack me on my ass, let all the neighbors hear. I need you. I need you. Trust me when I say I ain't want to play with. No. If I let you come my way, don't be on no lame shit. Cause I know your bitch ain't like me. She got you licking me like some ice cream. I'm sweet. We can go all night, never getting no rest, just take 2 breaths. Your loving is divine, must admit I'm in love with your sex. I need you. Push me on the couch, kiss me down my body, let me know you heading south. I need you. I need you. I need you. Pull me by my hair, smack me on my ass, let all the neighbors hear. I need you. I need you. Ask me when I say I want to play with. No. If I let you come my way, I'll be on a lame shit.
Hello?
Oh shit, my bad.
If I let you come my way, I'll be on a lame shit.
you know it's a movie if We Next Up Films shot it.
When I make a well, when I'm turning it up, oh yeah. I might eat it up if it's sweet enough when I'm making up, oh yeah. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on, oh yeah. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on, oh. Beat it up. I take my time and I beat it up. This ain't no need to be speeding up. Don't switch up the tempo, just keep it up. Keep it up, keep it up, beat it up. Window might be open, they seeing us. So tripping off me how we hit it up. Just focus on me and my deep enough. Oh yeah, girl. Please just try not to be that baby bite on the bed, girl. Would it be better with you on the dresser instead? Girl, I'll make you bad. It ain't no flex, no. It ain't no flex, no. I might make a mess when I make a well when I'm turning up. Oh yeah, no. I might be sweet enough when I make it up. On and on and on, on and on and on, oh yeah. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on, oh. Eat it up. I take my time and I eat it up. I got your legs up and your feet and stuff. Don't worry about buzzing, I'll clean it up. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. Can't get stuck. Grab my head when you're ready, I'll beat it up. Get some air when I come out to breathe and stuff. But I love how it tastes, girl, it's sweet enough. Oh yeah. I just want you to show me how you do it in bed. Girl, I can't go, we almost not the cameras off the lens. Girl, get this new bed. Girl, don't be upset, girl. Time to reset, girl. I might make a mess when I make a well when I'm yeah. I might need it if it's sweet enough when I'm on it. On and on and on, on and on and on, oh yeah. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on, oh. I might make a mess and I make you when I'm turning up, oh yeah. I might speed it up, I can speed it up, and I make it up, oh yeah. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on, oh yeah. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on.
Shout out to the boys, Lucky and Noah, man. Shout out to the boys, man. Let's keep it going. Shout out to Nico, baby, man. You ready to sing?
Nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love for you, baby. Oh yeah. Nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love for you, baby. Yeah. She say she don't wanna love, cause when she started to love, this when she felt all the pain. She say she don't wanna lose, because if all love is lost, then she'll have nothing to gain. She said better days, sleep through the night, it's because of the rain. Yeah. She wanna weather the storm, perfect weather the storm, the hurricane. She said she don't wanna love, cause she felt so deep in love that she got deep in the veins. Don't wanna give up her heart, cause she just might go insane if something would ever change. Although it don't feel the same, hard on the chain, and you left hurting for it with nobody to blame, nobody to take the credit at all. Feel like you're right here just waiting to fall. And I know it's such a shame when you're drowning in pain, thinking who can you call when it just ain't the same. And I seen the text with a heart by your name. I was hoping you'd call, but the phone never rings. She say she don't wanna love, cause when she started to love, this when she felt all the pain. She say she don't wanna lose, because if all love is lost, then she'll have nothing to gain. She said better days, sleep through the night, it's because of the rain. Yeah. She wanna weather the storm, give it a name. Try to give it a name. Don't know how to do it. You hurting my shoes until ain't nothing to say. Oh yeah. You sit there wrecking your brain with tears on your face. Wondering when somebody gonna wipe them away. It's right when you start regretting it all. Ain't nobody to break in the fall. Although I know it gets cold, keep where it's warm. But darling, weather the storm. Her heart is broken and torn. I'm trying to pick up the pieces. So many reasons we go through these seasons. You better believe it. Say cause I wanna love. Cause when she started to love, that's when she felt all the pain. She said she don't wanna lose, because if all love is lost, then she'll have nothing to gain. You have nothing to gain. She said she's in love today. Can't sleep through the night, it's because of the rain. Yeah. She wanna weather the storm, weather the storm, a hurricane. Say it again, say she don't wanna love, cause when she started to love, that's when she felt all the pain. Say she don't wanna lose, because if all love is lost, then she'll have nothing to gain. She said she's in bed today. Can't sleep through the night, it's because of the rain. Yeah. She wanna weather the storm, weather the storm, a hurricane. She wanna weather the storm, weather the storm, the hurricane. Yeah. She wanna weather the storm, weather the storm, the hurricane. Yeah. She wanna weather the storm, perfect weather the storm, no hurricane. Oh, I got nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love for you, baby.
T, the homeboy Deshaun MF, composure. All right, we'll be right back with the homegirl Rachel L. Gary. Let's get it.
That's those kids, R&C. Won't run away from you. Don't say it's over. I won't run away from you. I won't from my soul, it was dark kisses from you, light me up. I want you to have my son, is that bright enough? Still get nervous out on days, that's how I know you the one. When we drink, let's see your feelings, we smoke, I'm trying to fuck. You forgave me, I forgave you. Trust issues in the past, I relate to. Even if my schedule playing the book, I'ma make room. Ain't no limits, what we do, can't take excuse. Fuck, I say cloudy, but I swear we gon' make a few. When I get back, you by my side, got you a cake, boo. If you lead and I miss you, if you go then I get you. When you fall, I still pick you, lose composure, stand up. Keep my composure. Don't say it's over. Won't run away from you. It's those kids, R&C. Don't say it's over. I won't run away from you. I won't. The love for you is the here, and I'm never letting go. I'm able to slide on the weekend. She's saying X and O, playing Operation, finding out where these parts are go. Maybe it's the way that you smell, got me wanting you more. You ask for my attention, and I give you my heart. I want you to be yourself, never change who you are. It's rare to find someone to even just share my thoughts, cause everyone nowadays just reaching for a star. They want the luxury, and that's all by far. You've been down ever since I lost my job. You've been down ever since I lost my car. I gotta give you my love, and I know that it's been hard and emotional roller coaster. And I know that you have scars, you the glue to the broken frame on the wall. Let them say what they want, don't take it to heart. Together we unbreakable, nothing will tear us apart. Keep my composure. Don't say it's over. Won't run away from you. Run away, run away. Hey, it's your boy, Cypher. You are listening to Shop Talk 7. Media Monics, get this deep. My Radio Chicago. Let's get it.
I ran away from you. Shout out to the boy, Trilla BB&T, man. Playing around with us. Shop Talk 7, we on top, we get down. I am Get This D. D Smith in the house.
Boy, Media Monics, Podcast Radio Jesus in the building.
And we are back on another Get This D R&B 2Zday Nights with special guest in the building, Miss Rachel L. Gary. I Wake Up CEO host, Wake Up CEO radio show host, man. Entrepreneur, author, motivational speaker, assassin if you need, I guess. I don't know. Hitman for hire, whatever.
Try to come for a piece of assassin shit.
Yeah. Don't mess with the piece.
Hold the piece though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rachel L. Gary in the building. Thank you once again.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. Shout out to the soundtrack. Shout out to the soundtrack, every artist on it, man. I was going to try to go through it, but I was going to go through it, man. I want to get back to this conversation with Rachel, man. So shout out to every artist. We tagged y'all in and everything, so y'all already know. All right, but we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. Keep that music coming, all right? Keep it coming. We are back with Rachel L. Gary in the building. Now, you have an event coming up. You got an event.
Yes, sir.
We got a book release.
Yes, sir.
Well, talk to us. Give us the information on this. What kind of people tap in?
Okay, so I got a book release. It is a book release immersive event, and this is not just a book release, guys. This is a movement. We are moving from mediocrity, and we are crushing it with poverty hashtag poverty to six figures, breaking the chain to gain. In the building, we're going to have Brian Fleming's going to be in the building. We're going to also have Shay from Higher Level in the building. We're going to have Yolanda Jeffries in the building. Guys, let me explain the why they're going to be in the building. We're not talking about just a book launch. We're talking about the movement of how we get the mindset. I'm the mindset leadership coach. And then we have Yolanda Jeffries, who helps fund real estate for development, as well as for buildings, complexes, new developments, all of those things. She's a lender. Also, she owns her own realty firm, Lux Life Realty. Then we have Brian Fleming. Yo, guys, he's from my radio Chicago. That's the money man.
Shout out to the Ownerships Club, man.
And looking to help fund business, personal loans with up to $1 million. Guys, we're talking about real moves in the building. Shay from Higher Learning, she's going to talk about, we're going to also be talking about holistic medicine and holistic healing, because it's not just medical. Without health, you have no wealth. Nothing. So we're building this from the ground up with the mindset that's needed to have $1 million and be successful with $1 million. Having $1 million, how many lottery millionaires out there are broke within a year because they don't have a mindset necessary to grow? You say you coming in the room on June 15th at 3 p.m. You're going to get all of that and more. We're going to lock the doors on the past. We're going to lock the doors.
Lock the doors.
Yeah, lock them. We're locking the doors to now usher the new era of generational wealth. We're not talking about making $5 into 10. We're talking making 10 into millions, making the $30 investment. This is an investment in your future. So hashtag poverty to six figures is the name of the event, Breaking the Chains to Gain, June 15th, right here in Chicago. You can go to my website, sayiampossible.com. Click the link at the very top of the page. You don't have to scroll through. Scrolling through is only going to get you more information to help you grow. But you can start at the top, click that button, and jump right into the event. It comes with the book. It comes with a day $1 million strategy, which, as I said, we're talking about helping growth. So come get in the building and start listening to some real information that's going to help you grow.
Yeah, y'all tap in, man. Tap in. This is June
15th. It's Sunday, June 15th at 3 p.m. So I know you guys have time right now. We got the early bird special coming in, whereas when you get your tickets by May 17th, you get a discount. So you're not only getting the book itself is $25. So that doesn't even include the event. So we don't have. There's gonna be a little food at the event, but we're not trying to get you full. We're trying to get you full of knowledge. But I want you guys to be able to sit there through the knowledge. We don't want you to fall asleep. This is not gonna be an itis moment. This is gonna be an awakening.
Amen. Shit. Say that shit. Get your tickets. What's the name of the event once again?
So the event is called #Poverty to Six Figures, Breaking the Chain to Gain Book Launch Immerse Event. And you can look go to Say I Am Possible. That is www.sayiampossible.com, because the impossible doesn't exist. The word itself says I'm possible.
That's what's up, man. Make sure y'all tap in, get your tickets, man, to this dope ass event, man, where you guys can get some knowledge or some education, and even spark some ideas with you. You know, a lot of people are stuck with, they just stuck. A lot of people don't know.
Exactly.
A lot of people just don't know. They don't know where to go. They don't know who to talk to. So
what goes, you don't know what you don't know.
Yep.
You don't know what you don't know. And when you get in a room with like-minded people, or you get in the room with people who have grown. So, I mean, I give a little backstory. I started, as I was alluding, I started off 20 years ago saying that, man, how am I gonna get off of a couch? Mm-hmm. And I was making $7 an hour, $6.75 to be precise. And at the end of my career, a year and a half ago, I was making multiple six figures. Currently, I have multiple $1 million in real estate. And all of that came from a mindset shift and changing the circle I was in and the people I talked to. The people that I mentioned at this event, Brian Fleming, that's a co-host. That's somebody who I know personally. Yolanda Jeffries, this is someone I know personally. Shay, I've been on her show several times. I know her personally, because when you are looking for growth, you surround yourself with a circle of people who grow. Mm-hmm. Period. That's just being honest with it.
That sounds like ecosystem to me. That sounds like ecosystem to me. Yeah. I fuck with that. 1,000%. So for those who would like more information, again, the website is www.IamPossible.
SayIamPossible.com.
I just shared it to my Facebook page.
Make sure y'all tap in, man. Tap in. Quick question. Back into the story of being forged in fire. What are some things you had to learn about yourself?
The biggest thing is that strength is not physical. Strength is mental. So if you mentally are not strong, you really are not getting through anything. You, just as Monica says, you're running from it. Mm-hmm. And when I learned to stop running from my past and start moving towards my future, that is what I really learned through being forged in fire. Mm. So I came out on the other end, singed, but not burned.
Mm. They say, as long as you cross the finish line, whether you upright or crawling, it's about crossing the finish line. I think we all envision ourselves crossing the finish line upright.
Yeah.
And that's the goal. And, if it ain't that way, it ain't no way.
Right.
And sometimes we don't allow ourselves to just be in a moment and say, well, shit, if I'm down, I'm crawling, I'm still gonna keep going.
Right.
Even if it's an inch. I may not be able to run a mile a day, but hell, if I can run a couple feet, I'm gonna push them couple feet and keep this ball going forward.
Go ahead.
I spent, most of my life, I never envisioned the finish line. I was just doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just mimicking my father. He was my hero. I just want to do whatever he did. No rhyme or reason. Just, he's my hero. And everybody loved him. He was popular.
Okay.
Of course I want to be like that guy. Right. Right. I joined the Navy because my father sent me on a wild goose chase to Thailand. They join the Navy, you go to Thailand and do what they do.
Okay.
I still never been in Thailand.
So your whole point of going, you never made it.
I got to the Philippines though.
Okay.
But so I spent 12 years in the Navy before I made a career decision of any kind. When my son's mother got pregnant with him, I was like, oh shit, I got people to feed. So I made a decision to go to the ship. And that was the only career decision I made while I was in the Navy. Just coasting, get out the Navy, fall on the radio because Carly Rainey, shout out Carly, right? Shout out Boss Lady +2.
Shout out to Boss Lady, man. Shout out to Coco Bailey in the chat, by the way, man. Shout out to Coco. What up, Coco?
I go to Illinois Media School because somebody told me about it and I wanted to learn how to do a podcast. That was all I went there for.
Okay.
But they had you read the script. And I read the script and Carly said, you got a radio voice. I was like, oh yeah, sure. Okay. And I ended up there. I just been ending up places. I feel like a lot of people just coasting through life, just going through, just living day to day, as opposed to being some kind of intentional.
Yeah.
I'm just not running into a very intentional space. Like, I ain't gonna lie, somebody gonna throw a rock at me for this one, but I've said a lot of fly shit just because I thought that's what I was supposed to say. But like, but
we do that.
But actually being intentional, it's like, it's really like a couple of months old for me. You know what I'm saying?
But how does it feel for you? That's the difference. How does it feel different?
I ain't gonna lie. No, I feel real irresponsible.
Being intentional?
It just being intentional. Cause I'm having a hard time not thinking about not being intentional for years. I'm like, cause I find myself right now stuck in this cycle of what I could have done. You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck there like, damn, I could have did this. This could have been together.
So you're in retrospect.
Yeah.
So you're stuck
and
in
it's ugly as fuck right now.
Yeah, but
that's part of it.
But you got to forgive you.
Yeah.
You got to forgive you. You got to forgive you at the end of the day, because you didn't do those things. But the things that you have done were setting you up for what you are intentionally going to do.
I think I hear you saying you wasted a lot of time.
In short.
Which I think a lot of people at some point in time come to that realization.
Absolutely.
Like, God damn, dude, I'm fucking 40, I'm 30, I'm 20. Shit, what did I do with my teenage years? What did I do with my early 20s? You know?
And a lot of that wasted time it don't present as wasted time because you know what we do. We in media. We in media, so a lot of it's wrapped up in some shit that look dope. So like, I'll take that shit and be like, okay, that shit was cool. It was impactful. We get to help artists. You know what I'm saying? Get radio play, whereas they might not have got the shit. I've cleaned people's music for radio for free just because I offer love. I've given beats. I made music. It's a lot of dope shit. We get to do this shit. To me, this is what we doing here. We're doing it every day. So we ain't always as high on it because we busy working. But it's just, if you step outside of that and look at it, shit dope as fuck.
I don't take it for granted for sure.
But so because of that, since I'm coasting into dope shit, I'm not even thinking about being intentional. I'm gonna just keep coasting into this dopeness. But now the problem is, and maybe somebody could get a lesson from this. Now the problem is I can't tie it all together. All the, like all the shit I've been doing, I should be able to tie that together and be somewhere else that I had planned to be. You know what I'm saying? But now since I was just moving aimlessly, it feel like, how do I even put this shit together to make it make sense? Somebody could probably tell me how to do it, but will it resonate with me? I don't know.
No. So at the end of the day, right now, so you're saying you're at the point of where you want to be intentional. Yeah. Intentionally, where do you want to be?
And to add to that, the whatever you feel like you haven't connected thus far, are there ways for you to connect it and bring it all together now? Like it may not, like things may not necessarily be as far apart as you
might think.
Yeah. Really, the question I'm asking myself is because in the process of cruising or coasting through all that shit, I've left a lot of, we talked about personal affairs. I've left a lot of that undone. So I'm really asking myself, do I even connect it right now? And that's a hard ass question to ask.
Well, it's either connected now or later. And we already talked about, kind of pushing it off. Kind of adds to the injury,
right? And I'm going to say something obvious. We don't have tomorrow. We have today. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So for you just have to determine for you. I'm just speaking. I'm speaking from Coach. Me and Coach.
Hey, talk. At
the end of the day, it's really about where do you want to be? Where do you see you? And guess all of the dope stuff you've done is part of your resume because it's part of your life. But is all of that tied into where you see your life going, or where you intentionally want to start stepping towards? Because you might not have the end goal, or the end thought out, but as you start making ways towards a way, that end starts becoming a little more transparent.
Also, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like this is a therapy session.
I'm hoping it isn't because I don't do therapy ahead. I don't get those dollars.
When I talk, I only throw out shit that I've put together in my head, and if it work, it may not work. Look at the patterns in your life. That could be pointing you to a direction. You know what I'm saying? Like you say you're trying to put it all together. So part of that almost sounds like you feel like you wasted some time doing things, just because you wasn't intentional, but you still ended up places. You know what I'm saying? You may not have been intentional about being married, but you ended up married. Might not have been intentional about radio, but you ended up in radio. You know what I'm saying? So find where the common denominators are in those events. You know what I'm saying? It may be that, you're a giver. It may be that you're a connector. It may be that you are a motivator. You know what I'm saying? It may be that you are a builder. You know what I'm saying? It may be wedged in between some of those quote unquote failed situations. You know what I'm saying? That we look at and be like, oh, damn, dude, I just wasted my time. I hurt that person. I left an ugly trail. I set myself back.
But all those things are either. I mean, I'm one of these firm believers. Either you winning or you learning.
You said earlier, blessings or lessons.
Right. That's it. That's one thing that you're doing. And I mean, out of everything in life, because even the intentional people, I'm an intentional person. I'm just that way. I'm very intentional. I'm very strategic about everything I do and how I do it. And a year and a half ago, when I decided I was going to change my career per se in leadership, and pivot to growing leaders before they ever get to the places that I was leading people. I mean, I was a head of operations. Mm-hmm. So I had a lot of leaders that were underneath me that were doing a horrible job at leading because they weren't leading their own lives. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a perspective of how to grow them. So they were trying to grow teams badly. Mm. So you have a lot of bad leaders because they haven't really led them, and they're not really good at being a good person in their own lives. So I wanted to start helping people from that standpoint, because I've been watching train wrecks, including my own. Mm-hmm. When I very first became a leader, I told people I was a horrible manager. I was a horrible lead when I became a lead. I told people what to do and said, you're supposed to do it. That's not what you do. And that's not how you build a team. Mm-hmm. So when I went from being the leader to a manager to actually being a leader, mm-hmm. and doing leadership where I was growing people, it was different. And I could see those differences. I could see those differences, yes. But that all came over the time, all the stuff that was going on. Because mm-hmm. All the things that I thought I was failing, being very serious, or all the things I thought I had done wrong, or as you said, things that didn't connect. Me being the eldest child connected to how I was able to lead situations. Me having to fend for myself in a way taught me how to have a perspective of being to see situations and being able to come with a solution quickly. Mm-hmm. Those are pieces of things that were not part of my plan that I used for the plan.
And that's what I was talking about looking at patterns.
Yeah.
Like you may not necessarily see, like, wait a minute, nigga, I've been using this thing the whole time. Like if I just build on that, you might find another door. Mm. You know what I'm saying? You might not know that your gift is singing, just as an example.
That definitely might be a singer.
You might be a singer. I'm just saying.
Okay.
don't write it off.
Keep it in the pocket.
Keep my composure.
I do the Sean MF part. You know what I'm saying? But no, real talk, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Chat going crazy. Shout out to the girl. Cherie Sloan is in the building. Shout out to Coco Bailey in the building. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Coco.
She said, yeah, don't get stuck in your emotions. So you have more knowledge now to be better. Real talk.
She talking to me? I feel like she flirts with you right now.
You got a big dog. You threw arms and shit.
She flirts with me.
Yeah, she flirts.
I hope she flirts.
Hey, Coco, quit flirting, girl.
Don't you stop. Don't you
stop. No, keep flirting.
Hit the inbox.
He like, keep going. Keep going. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Absolutely. Make sure y'all tap into this poverty to 6 figures, breaking the chain to gain immersed book signing. Make sure y'all tap in, get your tickets, okay? Save your seat today. Absolutely. Let's get it, man. But yeah, I think back to the conversation. This is that self-awareness part that's really uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable as hell.
Mm-hmm. It just is. Like we in the social media age where we can see these clips of people talking real powerful.
Yeah, the 90-second reel,
looking real good.
90-second reels.
The background is fucking flawless, and they got the nice. Everybody's done up to like wow, that looks. The presentation is great. I'm eating this up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, do people really know how to apply these tools? What I equate it to is a truck speeding down the highway with a tool box or tool case in the back, and it's wide open, and it's just shit flying about the damn thing the whole damn way. He's just speeding, going on down the highway, and he's just dropping all these different tools. Nobody knows how the fuck to use them, but they pick them up because they see that it came out of a tool case. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody really knows what to do with all this information that they're being flooded with.
I tell you, I love that analogy. Love that analogy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I love that analogy. Because I use this for that, for instance, that very saying that I drop gems everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear the gem and be like, okay, I'm gonna use that gem was good. But how do you piece all those things together? And I don't say this because I'm a coach. I just say this in general. If you are looking for your total amount, if you're looking for growth and you don't know how to grow, get with someone who does.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say this, guys. Do not lose sight of investing in you.
Saturday, yeah.
Sometimes you have to invest in you. I know that we want those free gems. Like right now, I'm on the radio on Wednesdays. I'm here on Tuesdays with the award winners right here on Shoptalk 7. But at the end of the day, after I drop this gem, and I drop a gem tomorrow, and you picking up those couple of gems and then trying to figure out how to use them, why not talk to somebody who has? Why not start piecing those pieces together with people who do? And I'm not the only coach out here, but I know what I coach on is about self-esteem, self-growth, self-development, limiting beliefs, how to get over those things so you can build a mindset needed for your next level. That's what I coach. Now, do I know about real estate? Yeah, I got millions of dollars in real estate. I got an ebook for that. I got an ebook just for the real estate piece. Then I have an ebook just for getting promoted at companies. I was promoted 14 times in my career. I'm just saying I have those pieces, but that's not the pieces that I know that are going to bring that success for you. Understanding about yourself allows you to grow you. If you don't know who you are, how can you be who you think you want to be?
And you can't be afraid to really, really, really know.
Dive into it. You can't be scared of who you are.
You have to, like, for example, there was a point in time when I had to face the fact that, damn, I'd be scared. I'd be fucking scared sometimes. I had to really, like, sit there and think about that. Like, wait a minute, dude. Like, this is a long time ago, but I'm glad but it's just like, all Jews ain't for right now.
Absolutely.
So there's nothing wrong with picking up tools and saying, okay, I'm going to tuck that in the back pocket because I'm going to run into that later. Because some Jews are not for now. But some jewels you do pick up, and when you run into it, you'll be able to pull it out of the pocket and say, oh, this is what Rachel was talking about.
Absolutely.
That's what she was talking about when she was saying, you know what I'm saying, being delusional about certain things or investing in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So part of that is really accepting the fact that if you do decide to open that can and dig into yourself and look in the mirror for real, you have to accept what you see.
Absolutely.
But that ain't the end of the story. That's really just the beginning.
That's absolutely true.
That's really the beginning. But a lot of people be afraid to open that book and start at the beginning because, like, do I really want to know about me? No, let me just deal with what I've told myself, what I've told the world about me, what I want the world to think about me.
Absolutely.
You know, and yeah, so she can be hard.
These spirits are being deep. I'm just saying.
I'm in the shallows. I got my pants leg rolled up. You know, that's all I'm doing. I'm doing in the shallows.
He's trying to get deep in there. He's trying to swim in 12 feet. That's what he.
I'm in the shallows, man. I better throw me a life jacket or some shit, man. Real talk, man. You know, but this is therapy. What's happening here? Us putting our existences and things that we've learned being on this planet and being involved in the world, all these things help people who have not either had that experience or who have had that experience but are looking for clarity.
Absolutely. That's C and CEO.
I want to piggyback on what we were just talking about I think people get, you start going through the motions of life, and life takes you places, and it'll land you places instead of you going there yourself, like being intentional.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just end up in the rat race. And a lot of people, a lot of us, and we probably all been there at some point, don't even have the presence of mind to think our way out of it. It's not that we're not smart enough, whatever. We just really don't have the presence of mind. We don't have the presence of mind, so we're not creating the time to even think about that shit. We're just going with the flow. We just surviving
day to day, moment to moment.
That's what most people are trying to do. Just survive the next day. Whether you talking about money, food. I don't hear about a whole lot of starving people nowadays. I think most people got food, but just getting through the day socially, getting through the day with your spouse, getting through the day, making sure your kids don't rip each other's head off before bedtime. Not even thinking about time for me because I got to get up and do the hustle again. And I think I'm supposed to sacrifice every single thing for my kids when you really do got to have a fuck them kids moment. Like, cause I not literally fuck your kids, but
real talk. I'm gonna tell you a statement I use. One little statement. My kids, if they're watching, listening, they all will say this: I love everybody and everything from the overflow of me. I love me first because I cannot give what I don't have. And I cannot give to them to a point where I am now drained. Yes. So what I've learned over time is that you have to give in the overflow of the love of you.
You gotta be selfish sometimes.
What
I've realized is the word selfish in ish, and they're selfish, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? And I think that sums up a lot of my problems right there. It don't always come off like what I do is me being considerate of others. And it may be when I do that, I'm not executing good enough. I don't know, but it's a lot of the stuff I've hung on to so many things, thinking about if I don't do this, somebody gonna be mad at me. I think about that. Like I think about that shit a lot.
You have a guilt complex?
Yeah, even when it don't need to be there.
So, do you know where that comes from?
Survivor's guilt. I think that's part of it. My mother's side, my brothers, they didn't do so well, and she sent me with my father, and I did a little better in certain ways, in the visible ways, and I always felt a responsibility to them, even when I was a kid. Like, why my brother don't got the same clothes I got when I'm with my father? You know what I'm saying? So I would give him my clothes. I always put that responsibility on me. Even now, like I said, they're not doing the best. I mean, my baby brother, he's doing okay. But even now, I feel guilty sometimes because I detach from everybody who didn't support me after my surgery. Literally, the only people who be there is my father, my brother, one of my brothers, and my radio family. That's it. That's all I fucking got. You know what I'm saying? Not all, like this is a lot of people in my radio family. But
it's pretty big.
It's pretty big. Pause. But yeah, I think it starts there. And in most of my adult life in the military, my whole job was to think about the troops. Fuck what I need. Troops.
So you just picked up.
Well, you left off in your everyday life.
And there's things that I should have left be, or gave it to somebody. But in my mind, if I do that, I'm wrong, and somebody ain't gonna like it.
But you know what?
And sometimes they've showed me that they ain't gonna like it, and then sometimes I decided for myself that it's a problem.
But you know what? What you just said is why my sister and I are on different pages, because I always felt that my grandmother was. I lived with my grandmother till a certain point in my life, so we had a different bond. That was mom. That was mom. That was my grandmama. That's I put her in the book as such because that was my mom, and I just felt differently because I learned different. She took me different places. Like I went to museums, I went to plays, I went to runways, we went to fashion music, we went to things that in our community wasn't even thought or heard of. So I had that perspective. I had that perception of wealth. I saw wealthy people a lot. So knowing that wealth existed let me know that the struggle in the neighborhood was just a mindset.
Right.
So I was able to make that shift.
So you had exposure.
And I tell exposure is everything. Like I heard when you were saying when you were when we were out the country and different things that were going on. I watch your show a lot, just so you know. I am a fan. So I am a fan. So as I said, when I heard you talking about the different countries you went to, that is a exposure to a different life, and that brings a different perspective for you. And so when my sister was struggling, I would help. All the time. When I didn't even have, I would still help. Or when it was my last, I'd be like, all right, she needed, I'll be able to make it again. And when I really realized that it wasn't the fact of that for her that I felt that she didn't appreciate. I saw myself not appreciating me enough to take the step back and allow her to find success.
Being able to replace materials you lost, meaning your stuff, money.
Yeah,
like the fact that you, I find that the fact that you get it back don't mean you got back what you needed.
Right.
Because you gave something of yourself when you did that. And it seemed like to me, you don't always get that back.
That's
like
true.
If I'm always giving you $100 when you ask, I got $100 coming, it's fine. Right. But it's
at some point
it's something missing that's taken from me within that. Because who fuck with me like that?
And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm very transparent, guys.
Am I even letting people know that I need to be fucked with? Like that.
Yeah, I said that that very thing recently. That sometimes the people who are doing okay in your eyes are not really doing okay.
They're probably the most needy
because of the fact that people don't call me on the phone to say how I'm doing.
They don't assume you need any help.
Right. I just said, call me. This is my sister. My sister conversation. Call me, see how I'm doing. That's what I said. Don't call me when you need something. Only.
Yeah.
How am I doing? Call me on the phone to see how I'm doing. And I said, some days I said one of those days I'm gonna say I'm not doing good, because there are gonna be there have been days in my life where I'm not feeling extremely positive. I pull that positivity back out because I feel myself with so much positivity that I'm never down. It's a moment, not a lifestyle. So I don't make it's not a lifestyle. I'm not drugged down. It's a moment. Okay.
Last time check on me like that, I damn near gave a motherfucker key to my house. For real, motherfucker came through just to kick it, and I wasn't feeling well. Sometimes heart problem kicking my ass. Most of the time it don't. Sometimes it does, and it was one of those days. Motherfucker start cleaning and made me a 3-course meal out of the shit in my kitchen, and just, you all right? What else you need? And I ain't asked for nothing. I'm like, I don't need nothing. And they still end up doing some more shit on the way out the door. I almost gave that motherfucker key, man. Come back. You can anytime you goddamn like, just because I really appreciated the proactivity concerning my nuances. You know what I mean? They ain't had to do that. And I don't get a lot of that, and I think a lot of this because I be like closed off. Like my personal life
is different.
I'm closed off.
Okay.
And why am I closed off? I don't know where the fuck I got that from. I used to be a social butterfly. You know what I'm saying? I worked with a company called World Financial Group when I was in my 20s, and they sell securities and life insurance.
Okay.
And they used to say, "Monica, you're a social butterfly, man. Get out there and talk to people. Recruit." It was one of them MLM joints,
Gotcha.
Recruit. And I can't really recall the transition into how I usually blame it on being out the military. Like I haven't adjusted well.
Okay.
But like that moment right there, that shit was so clutch for me because they bogarted their way in my space as it was. I needed that shit. And I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to figure out how to be
more open for that.
More open for that, because most people have no idea what I really need.
But that means that I just heard him say he got to be more open for that.
Yeah.
So that means that you already aware what you got to do. Just doing it. It seems like it. What you need? Go ahead. What do you need?
Do you know what you need? And do you know how to ask for it if you didn't know what you needed?
Definitely don't know how to ask for it. Well, I guess I know how, but like, why am I so stubborn that I won't?
Can I answer the why?
Sure.
Because what we're afraid of is that once we tell somebody we need something and them saying no,
or saying yeah and don't come through,
then you're asking you gonna beat yourself up.
I'd rather beat it myself than have to.
Why did I even bother?
I've lost so many relationships like that because the moment that they couldn't be there for me, and not like, and when I say be there for me, I'm really just talking about emotional support, like just come be around me. The moment they couldn't and I needed it, I'm like, I don't want to have to go through that, so it's over.
That's what be by myself.
You might as well be by myself, but then I still got the need, so here I go trying to feel it again. And now now that I have 15 girlfriends in 2 years because I'm steadily trying to fill his need, not even being reasonable enough to understand that
they have a life.
This woman got a life too.
Yeah, that's something I had to do. Really, I had a whole moment for this year and a half, because remember the year and a half I made a switch in my whole career. So it was so many things going on. I had buildings that I was doing renovations in. We were deconstructing a 3-unit building and making it a 6-bed. We had so much going on, and I asked someone to do something, and to me it was very simple. I was like, "Can y'all take care of that?" And so it was like, I ain't got time. I had a whole moment on them, a whole moment, and then I took a step back. I said, you have a need right this moment. Did you ask what they had going on?
Nope.
I said, because I'm so used to being the one who, if they had asked me, I would have found a way.
Right.
That doesn't mean, but
that's the
you
thing.
Can't expect yourself.
You can't expect yourself from others.
So the problem, but here it goes right here. My kid's in California, right? So I'm here. I can't be in California. So I'm here. I don't have a lot of social priorities here. So I got time for you. Ain't no way I'm gonna tell you no for any reason because my kid's in California.
Right.
I have nothing going on where I can't put you first.
Right.
But you got something going on where you can't put me first. Legitimate stuff. But it still cuts the same because, like I asked earlier, who fuck with me like that? Like because my kids ain't here, I'm able to fuck with people in ways they can't fuck with me. And I do it out of love and without. I don't do it for reciprocity, really, but somehow that shit still just cuts that people ain't
considerate enough to even.
Well, I don't know. It's not always that they're not considerate. Sometimes they can't.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know.
Kids running around, you can't put me first in. The forefront. I haven't married you. I haven't. But even when you do that, sometimes they still don't look at you like you amongst the first. It still sometimes be like, my kids over everything, motherfucker. Even though you're taking care of us, so that should be a thing too.
But at the end of the day, they got to think like if you decide to bounce out, it's going the same way you think. Well, shit, if I can't give you my emotions, I might as well do it myself. That's how they feel sometimes too.
So it sucks. It sucks to be in. I got to find some kind of balance and/or contentment with that space because it's just life. My kids are in California. If my kids was here, I probably wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing, and they'd probably be feeling away.
Yeah, because you have commitments here that because they would probably want more of your time when they were here.
For some reason, like self-love ain't cutting it. I don't know if that's because of my perspective or whatever. Because I always make this analogy about self-love. I think people overdo the conversation about it. They not. It's way more layered than that. If I rub my arm right here, it's soothing, right? If a woman rub my arm right here, that's the most amazing shit I ever felt in my life. Because it's different when somebody else love on you. It feels different. Like if I could get my own plate, but if somebody else brought me a plate, I feel loved. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Another thing about self care, which is another ironic thing in the world, is sometimes self care is about caring for the people that are around you. You know what I'm saying? Giving that energy around you so that energy comes back.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you take care of people around you, there's a good chance people gonna take care of you too.
Well, that's sometimes and sometimes not. But I'll say this. But it's also in that space realizing that everyone has a life, and your top priority is not someone else's top priority, and being able to accept that's everyone is living their life or has priorities in their lives. And even though my wife and I, we live together, we don't have any kids at home. She has things that she has going on, and I have things I have going on. Like right now, I'm at the radio station. She got off at 7. I told her, don't forget to take the Uber. I switched to Uber so she could be able to take the Uber home because I wanted to make sure I was here. But those are my priority was that I wanted to make sure I got to come with Shop Talk 7. I had to come here.
But you still made sure
I still made sure that she was okay.
So she didn't get lost in the priority.
Right. She didn't get lost in the priority. But let's say that tonight she had another plan. So in her mind, her plan was the top priority.
Right.
I'm just saying that those, but it's having that understanding that everyone is living life and being able to give everyone grace, including yourself.
Yes.
If I could be selfish for a second, I don't think Richard can tonight.
No.
The selfish part of me sees it like this. If I'm with a person, one of my main goals is to make it easy for you to be with me. So
within reason.
I don't even do within reason. I'll be ODing, bro.
That's where it is.
I'll be ODing.
That's
like I really want to help you construct your shit in a way to where you have the space to come see about me. Right? You worry about that, don't worry about that no more. Worry be gone. I'll take care of it. Right? And so it don't always go that way. You know what I'm saying? She definitely got, I was about to say she definitely got the space. But then again, that's me dictating somebody's mental space.
Yeah, they're just gonna fill it with some other priority.
Took something away, don't mean they know what to do with the void yet.
No, they're gonna fill it with another priority.
Yeah.
And I don't be, I guess I'm guilty of not always considering that part. You know what I'm saying? Whereas really, instead of me, what I'm realizing is instead of me trying to clear this space for her, or whoever it is, really she got to clear it on her own. She got to find it important enough to clear it. And then whatever I'm gonna do after that is bonus. Damn.
Therapy.
Sometimes you talk yourself into your answers.
Yeah.
I tell people 99% of the time when I'm having a conversation with a mentee, we talk like we go down their why path or why they want what they want. Like one of my mentees, he was telling me he said, I want $5,000 by the end of the year so I can clear my debt. I said, why? We went to the whys, and then all of it was because he just wants to be able to live where he wants to live with no issues. He wants to live in the mountains where he's not around anybody. And all of these things are stopping him from living in the mountains. But when he first started, all he was worried about was clearing his debt. But that wasn't even his why. So it goes to those layers and him talking through those layers of things. It took like 4 or 5 different one-on-ones for him to get to that why. But once he got to it, now he's like, okay, I got this and this and this and this and this, so I can be able to get this.
Yep.
It wasn't about clearing his debt. It was about helping this, so then I can do what I want to do.
See, when you chop it down into small chunks, it becomes a little bit more digestible. And a lot of times we're just looking at the whole plate.
Yeah. We can't go from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
We would love to. But sometimes you got to go 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80. I mean, because the further up you go, you'll start doubling your efforts because you start becoming more aware. But when in the beginning, you got to go from 0 to 10. You got to start somewhere to get, and then move through. It's not about how fast you get there. It's about you getting there.
It's about the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the process. Shit.
Trust the process. As everyone puts out there, you got to trust it. And you got to trust there is a process.
They say God don't make no mistakes, right? And if that's really true, if you really, really, really believe that, then that means whatever mistake you think has happened got to have a silver lining in it somewhere.
But is that true though? Like the God don't make mistakes. Like I feel like somebody just came up with that and just started talking.
Somebody probably did.
The reason I say that is because the Bible, and I could be missing a lesson here. I very well may be missing a lesson. But the Bible is largely about God shows the people getting their ass kicked by him for fucking up. I think it'd be making me wonder, like, damn.
I think people say that. I think people say that as a catchphrase, but I think the whole purpose of that saying is that basically change your perspective.
I mean, it goes to you can
lessons is what I
lessons and lessons.
Because you learn from every situation, good or bad. I tell people when things happen in my life that are deemed bad, I always figure out the lesson from it. What could I learn from this? And that's why always the perspective I'm going in. So I never see the negative.
Yep.
I never even see the negative piece of it because I'm always looking for the positive and try to pull the positive out of it.
So you never drum that energy up?
Never.
Yeah, we gotta get about it. But God damn, I knew this was gonna go long, though. I knew this was gonna go long. Where's your L. Gary in the building, man? Make sure y'all tap in. We want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and coming to rock with us, man. Real talk.
Yes. We must do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
Please.
Absolutely. Listen, where can the people find you?
Every social media platform, Rachel L. Gary, everywhere. You put my name in Google, you'll be able to find me everywhere. I'm SEO friendly.
All
Rachel L. Gary.
All right. And the event, June 16th?
15th.
June 15th. Let people know one more time.
All right. June 15th, we're breaking chains. So hashtag poverty to 6 figures, breaking the chains to gain right here in Chicago. Go to sayiampossible.com. That's www.sayiampossible.com.
All right, man. Rachel L. Gary.
Look at the Shoptalk 7 fan page. See the links for the website.
What's up? And check out the Wake Up CEO radio show, man. Right here on My Radio Chicago. Every Wednesdays, 3 to 5. Tap in, all right? It's more than radio. Media Monix, talk to him.
Find me a Christian mingle. Y'all know what time it is. Out here looking for your first ladies. They need some good Bible study. You can also catch me on a collab this Friday.
Collab.
It's about Danger of Delusion. Shout out to the guys. D. Smith. Reggie Moving Forward, Life Coach Jeff, and Dr. J, who's the host of this iteration of the collab.
Yeah, get your tickets, $30.
Y'all know we about to get in there and talk heavy.
Yes, sir. The dangers of the dangers of delusion.
The dangers of the Lulu.
So y'all make sure y'all tap into that conversation, man. Tickets are $30. Tap in with any of the bros, man, to grab your ticket. That ticket does include a dinner. All right, it does include a dinner, and it also includes a chance to win $100 for the raffle, and also a chance to be a guest on the panel that evening. Okay, so make sure y'all tap in, grab your tickets. Okay. All right. And I am Get This D, man. Get this _D on IG. D Smith period on Facebook. Get this D with D Smith on Facebook, as well as Shoptalk 7 across all platforms. And tap in with the bottle service crew, man. Shout out to the homeboy Bel Air Bibbs, man. Shout out to Robin E of the Pillow Talk Podcast, award-winning Robin E of the Pillow Talk Podcast, man. Shout out to Aqua, the Vibe, Crochet Queen. Go to her for all your crochet needs, man. The girl do hats, she do wave caps, she do swimsuits, man, sweaters, rugs, whatever, man. Make sure y'all tap in to the homegirl Aqua. And also shout out to Kiki Cocktail, man. She shake it up, they drink it up, man. And shout out to me, of course, Get This D to round out the Bottle Service Podcast crew. Make sure y'all tap in Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, man, on Facebook and across all media, man. All right. And we figured about here, man. Shoptalk 7, we up top, but we get down. Get to R&B Thursday nights, man. Well, Tuesday nights. Thursday night, we got Tatum LaRue is coming through Thursday night. So make sure y'all tap in. We got Tatum LaRue sliding through this Thursday night. It's going down. Right? All right. Any other announcements? We all good? Anything else? We missing anything?
No.
We covered everything. All right, man. We figured about it, man. Shoptalk 7, we up top, but we get down. Shout out to the boy Obi-Wan, man. His name is not Obi-Wan anymore. It's what is it now? Rennie LaRue? Or Laureate or some shit like that. Laurent.
Man, his mama named Obi-Wan. I'm
gonna call Obi-Wan. Yeah, you can go Obi-Wan to me. All right, shout out to Obi-Wan, man.
Rennie St. Laurent.
Rennie St. Laurent. All right, let's get it, man. Into the D Blue or into the Blue Matter, man. Shoptalk 7, Get This D, R&B 2Zday Nights, man. Good night. Y'all be safe.
Sweet as love, she gets so fucking wet. Only seem to love the ones who never love me back. Yeah. Swear this love shit is so fucking weird. Only seem to love the ones who never.
Talking on the preacher's daughter, sipping on Canadian, drinking holy water. And I'm late enough to invite my feelings out tonight. You made a sugar, smoke, and Hennessy, Coke, whiskey in a teacup. Oh, let's face it, I'm gon' face it. So much more to you, I know. But you pop that pussy like tightly now. Take a couple to the head just to numb the pain. Singing love songs in the ring of fire and slow dancing in the pouring rain. We've been making love for hours in our classroom, and our demons really enjoy the view.
But you said your girls gon' see just how much you fuck with me. Tell me why you just can't see it that I'm missing you, baby.
Am I even your type, or am I just next in line? Or am I just your pattern? Does it really even matter?
Swear this love shit is so fucking weird. Only seem to love the ones who never love me back. So where this love shit is so fucking weird. Only seem to love the ones who never love me.
This shit got me hot, boy. This shit fucking stupid. I put that on my mama, girl. I usually don't do this. This bitch smoking rocks, boy. This bitch is so goofy. Swear you got me fucked up. Keep on playing, you gon' lose me. Keep on playing, you gon' lose me.